Dog Park New Tricks, the expansion to the well-loved Dog Park game is here. And of course, I'm going to show you how this game works. Now, this video will only be about the expansion New Tricks and not Dog Park, the base game. So if you want to learn how to play Dog Park, the base game, I suggest that you watch, well, a video from someone, which is linked down in the description if you want to know more about Dog Park. Now, we are going to take a look at new tricks. I'm going to show you the setup that you need to do while setting up this game with the base game, but also what this game means, how you incorporate it to the base game, plus what it will actually change to the game. So let's take a look at new tricks. First, we need to create the dog deck. To do this, we need to take the new multi-breed dog cards. These are the ones that have this symbol up in the right corner, meaning that they have two different breeds. In this case here, we have utility and working. Now we need to take this deck and we need to shuffle it real good. Once we have shuffled it, we need to take 25 cards from this deck. So now we have 25 multi-breed cards in this deck here. But we also need to take the ordinary dog cards from the base game, meaning the ones that do not have the multi-breed symbol in the right corner. We need to split these decks up in two equal halves. And then shuffle these two decks together with the new multi-breed cards. Once we have done this, we have created the dog deck. Then we need to create new objective decks. We need to take the old objective cards and shuffle them together with the new objective cards. You can tell these apart by looking in the bottom right corner. The new one will say NT for new tricks and a number, but the old ones will only have a number. And we need to create a new forecast deck. Again, we take the new cards marked with NT with the old card that only have numbers. We shuffle these together to create a new forecast deck. The brand new trick board is placed above the ordinary Dog Park board. We of course need to fill this new board up with trick cards. Looking like this. This here are the new trick cards. And there are two types of trick cards. We have red ones and blue ones, meaning that some of these cards will be used when you are out on a walk, the red ones, while the blue ones are used in the kennel. Now we need to put these cards out on the board. First we need to shuffle the lead trick cards, and then we need to draw 4 of them. Then we need to shuffle the kennel trick cards, and then draw 3 of them. These 7 cards are then shuffled and put out on the trick board, starting from the left going to the right, filling the entire board with trick cards. All the unused trick cards goes back into the box. In the expansion, we do not use any of the ordinary location cards. We only use the new super bonus location cards. And of course, they should be shuffled real good. Depending on how many players you are, you should use different cards. If you play solo, 2 or 3 player, you use the rerouted park, meaning these ones up here. But if you are 4 or 5 players, you use the plentiful park down here. Once we have done this, we need to flip over the top location bonus card and place out the tokens and super location tiles, as indicated on this card. And that is the extra things you need to do when you set up new tricks. It's really not that hard. Now, once we've done the setup, we're ready to play this cute little game. And in this expansion, you of course get a bunch of new cards. The new mixed breed cards. But you also have some new trick cards, so let's just take a look at what this actually adds to the game. In new trick, we have trainers. And these trainers can be used to teach a dog a trick. To teach a dog a trick, you need to put their trainer on a dog, either on the lead or in the kennel. But you also need to put one of these trick tokens on the dog being trained. For the rest of this round, this dog is considered to be training. You cannot put a trainer on a dog that already has a trick token. At the end of the round, the trainer will return to the lead board, but the trick token will remain on the dog. And now this dog have learned a trick. If a player chooses to swap a dog that holds the trainer and or the train token, the trainer is placed by the player's lead board, ready for the next round, and the trained token is returned to the supply. Now let's look at the different trick cards and what they actually do. Now, the trick cards is placed up here on the trick board. And as you can see, we have different breed categories on the top. Dogs can only learn the trick that corresponds to their breed category, as indicated here on the board. So now let's take a look at the trick cards. As I said, we have two different types. One that can be used while on the lead, and one that can be used in the kennel. And these are easily separated by the color, but also the symbol in the top right corner. In the middle here, you have the trick itself. Every trick card will state the trick, trigger point, and any limitation, but also what you will gain for doing this trick. And down here, you can see the cost for doing this trick, because everything costs, right? These two are divided into two different tiers. You have one where the trainer itself is with the dog. In this case, it's actually free. But over here, you can see it will cost you one stick or one treat. And down here, we have the cost if the dog is without the trainer itself. So in this case here, you would need to pay if the dog is without the trainer, but it's free if it's with the trainer. Multiple dogs can perform different or the same trick on each player's turn, but they must meet the criteria for each dog. And the tricks themselves can be activated in any order the player likes. And then we of course have the new multi-breed dogs, which there are quite a few of, as you can see here. The cool thing about these multi-breed cards is of course that they have several breeds, which means that you can use these cards in several different ways. For example, with the breed experts, you can use each multi-breed in both their breeds. So you could actually use 2 experts on one dog. Same thing when it comes to the forecast cards. Several forecast cards might affect one dog. Plus, in the end of game scoring, one dog might score you in several different fields because it has multiple breeds. But also when it comes to the objective cards, again they have 2 breeds, so several objective cards could be done by one dog. And then we of course have the new super location, because as the demands of the neighborhood is booming and more dogs are coming, we need new and bigger locations that can expand the capacity and offer more for everyone to see on their travels. These new super locations, they are different from the ordinary locations. They are modular. They stay here for the duration of one round. And then they are removed at the home time phase. Once we reveal a new super location bonus, we will get new super locations out on the board itself. On this one here, for example, we can see that we need to put out B and H in these locations, meaning that we now need to put B over here for the new round. Each of these super locations allows the players to perform a special action. A player can only perform the action on their turn. The actions are always optional. You can read more about each action in the rulebook itself. All of these super locations can be visited by multiple walkers at once, without getting any reputation penalty. Another cool thing in new tricks is that here you can be 5 players, but then you need to add some things to the boards during setup itself. How you do this, well, I will let you figure that out by yourself, as it's just not that hard. And there you have it. That is New Tricks, the expansion to Dog Park. And I would say if you like Dog Park, the base game, you are gonna love New Tricks because it adds a lot to the game. These multi-breed dogs here really gives the game a whole new level, because now you can play at different ways. You can complete different objectives with one dog, plus you can use different breed experts on one dog, and so on. But also the trick cards. Now all of a sudden the players got a whole new world of tricks that they can use to reach their objectives. By using multi-breed cards, by using the tricks, this game really gets a huge add-on, and I think it really was a good thing that they did new tricks, because it breathed in, no pun intended, life into the base game. New tricks, there you have it, my friend. This is the expansion to Dog Park. I quite enjoyed this, actually. I mean, I did like the base game, I really did, but I always felt like there was missing just a little bit more for me to actually really enjoy it strategically. That is where new tricks came in, swooped that game right up to the top. I really enjoyed this. If you are into Dog Park, if you want to add more to it, I think that you should definitely check this out. There will of course be links down in the description, so you can go straight to wherever this game is on Board Game Geeks and their webpage and so on. You know the deal. I don't need to tell you this. Why do I tell you this? If you enjoyed this video, please give me a comment, give me a thumbs up, show the video to your grandma. I don't know what you do, but the most important thing, my friend, is to keep on spreading that board gaming love I know you all have. Peace out.